Hi, everyone. Welcome to our market update. It is 4 o'clock, and you are here for some market knowledge, more precise, San Diego market knowledge. And I'm here today with Robert. Robert,
Hey, everybody. Happy Friday. It's Robert Landez with Caliber Home Loans.
you know what? It is Friday. It's 4 o'clock, and let's say if someone was in the Hillcrest area, and they were looking for a good place for a happy hour, where would you suggest they would go?
Hillcrest, what part of town is that?
Hillcrest is kind of like by let's see, downtown, north of downtown. You go.
I hear Mose is a good spot.
Oh, okay, there you go, perfect.
They do a
All
pretty
right, so
good
anyone curious out there, good spot right there for you to venture off to. Before we get wild and crazy right here, I'm gonna have the ticker going below with my information and Robert's information. So if you have any questions, feel free to text below. Robert, let's just dive into it. How are rates looking right now?
This week, actually, rates are pretty leveled out. The 30-year fix right now is between 5.375, 5.5, somewhere in there. Actually, we saw a dip in the shorter terms. So your 15, your 10-year rates, those ones went down a little bit. So anybody that has more flexibility with doing shorter term mortgages, definitely some incentive for the 15, 20-year there. Today, though, was a little bit of a roller coaster in the market. I don't know if you were watching, but the market closed at lowest levels since the recession. There was some major losses reported by Amazon today. So I think that definitely influenced it, as well as a combination just of wary investors, given everything that's happening globally and, with inflation rising and so forth. But yeah, about 5.75, 5.5 is kind of where we're sitting at right now.
Okay. So when you talk about kind of 15-year loans, what are you thinking when you're advising someone? I know it's gonna be difficult. Someone watching right now, they're gonna might have a different situation than the next person. What would be the difference of, let's say, doing a 30-year fix and maybe paying, extra on a monthly every month compared to doing a 15-year? What are some pros and cons of each avenue?
Definitely the size of your payment, right? If you're looking at crunching a 30-year term into a 15, you're going to have a much more sizable payment. That said, if you do have more flexible options for down payment, either through gifted funds, anything like that, tapping into your retirement, and that could put you in a place to where you can afford a larger payment in some cases, then that's definitely we'd be looking at for a shorter term loan.
And what would be like kind of the variance on interest rates if you do like a 15 compared to a 30?
The 15 is at about 4.7, so almost a full percentage higher, lower. So
let's see. We got a question from our man Emmanuel. How is demand looking for home loans? Are ARMs more popular than when rates were lower?
Definitely. Actually, I was going to bring that up. So as rates start to get higher, you're going to see more lenders pushing the ARM products and things of that sort, making them a little bit more attractive since we have more control over the interest rate at the initial term. So, even if right now just getting into a home is your priority and you can lock in an adjustable mortgage with a lower interest rate in the initial period, then we have definitely a lot more borrowers that are leaning toward that way, especially as rates start getting into the 5.5%, 6% territory.
So yeah, definitely food for thought. Talk to your trusted resource, and they're going to give you more insight and kind of to what's possible. Things fluctuate with rates, values. FICO score. Everything's gonna be a little bit different. And again, these market updates are more kind of brief overviews. The thing that's probably not going to be different is the take a look below. Active properties on the market. We're at 2,200, guys. Last week we were at 2,000. So. And like basically 2 weeks before that, we were at 1,800. So we're slowly trickling up, minuscule, but we are trickling up a tad right there. So positive sign. We during the summertime we usually start seeing a little demand start going up a little more so we should see more inventory go on the market. Yet, I know I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks. There is a tad bit of cooling going to the market. You still have the remnants of the people that were looking to purchase over the last 6 months or last year or so. So it'd be interesting to see what happens after these 2 months once we get into actually the summertime, to see how that's going to affect everything that's kind of going on. And you know it is. It's question time. All right. So this is, I know Robert, he loves this question time, and he's always so fantastic at it, always so great at it. How much did the most expensive detached property sell in La Mesa so far this year? This was the last question we had. Robert, do you want to guess what the answer
Vinny,
was?
since I only do this with you every 2 weeks, I never know whether my answer was right or not. So I could be completely off the mark every time we have this conversation.
Well, this one, I'm going to give you the answer. This one, I'm going to give you the answer.
Okay.
What's your guess for this one?
How much is detached in La Mesa so far? Detached, I'm going to go with like 1.2.
Well, Emmanuel says that he can tell us because he bought it. And it's 1.8.
Wow.
All right, so it's a little bit higher. But yeah, there's Emmanuel's address. So just FYI on that. He's going to be having a house party there. Thank you, Emmanuel, for inviting everyone to the house party. Now, before I get into this week's question, and again, all you have to do is text below for the chance to win. Here are the numbers for Poway. Okay, Poway is going to be the number that we're going to go off of. The median sales price this year for single-family homes, $1.3 million. Okay, $1.3 million. Okay, food for thought. You can look at townhomes, condos. The median in March, $655. Year to date, $697. So it kind of went down a tad bit, but not that much to choose from. Okay. Emmanuel says maybe not to the house party or maybe not to the purchase. I'm not really sure, but we'll go. We'll have to dive into that a little bit later. Okay, now let's get into the question this week. Okay, how much did the least expensive detached property sell in Poway so far this year? Mind you, we just said the median sales price in Poway was 1.3 in March. Year to date, 1.2. What's your guess, Robert?
I'm gonna make it around 1 mil.
1 mil. All right. Well, this is going to be one of those answers that he's not going to get because he won't be here for that. But anyone listening, watching can win $50 by texting below for your chance to win that $50 with your guess. So hopefully that will help you guys out. Get $50 right before Mother's Day. Are you buying anything for Mother's Day? Are you gonna buy a new house, condo for Mother's Day, Robert? For
my Amazon card is full.
Oh, Amazon card is full. All right. Well, any last words of wisdom, any insight that
sounds like they can use the help? Just the thing that I try to leave everybody off lately with the, discouraging news about terrible 5% interest rates is that, keep in mind, be definitely savvy when you're, making decisions. Like I said, on the flip side right now, rents in March increased 1%. They're up 16% year over year. You talk about the summer time being a big property unloading period, Vinny, and I think that a lot of people are kind of expecting that this year in particular. So when properties unload and you're a tenant in that property, where does it put you as a new renter? That's really not the most ideal place to be in this market. So half the battle is reaching out to your lender, just asking the questions, seeing what is out there, even if you're not ready to make a move tomorrow. So definitely hit me up with any questions.
On a side note, for renters out there, they are talking about another moratorium on evictions. So if you've been watching us, we talked about this all last year about basically that kind of going away. And they're talking about doing some new changes and bringing it back. It's nothing set in stone. And they're going to, probably make it less appealing for being a landlord in San Diego. So just food for thought. If you do own some properties out in San Diego, might be something to assess. If it's better to sell now or wait to see as things can change in the future. And of course, for our friend Emmanuel, we always want to tell him